Please listen to what I'm saying. Because when a father does not have something that brings resources and mother does not have something that brings resources, they will both suffer and the children will suffer.
Thy Kingdom TV, transforming lives through the principles of God.
Listen, I don't mean to be a prophet of doom, but let me tell you this: robots are here to stay. That means jobs are becoming like typewriter. Did you hear what I said? Jobs are becoming like what? Typewriter. Let's speak economics a little. Hear me, I'm speaking to you by the Spirit of God. I'm speaking in the spirit of Noah, telling you a flood is coming. Join this ark and join it fast. They laughed at Noah for 120 years. He kept telling them a flood is coming. There are more graduates in Nigeria than any level of development between now and the next 50 years can ever employ. Are we together? Masters is the new degree right now. You don't move around that you have a degree. Masters is the new. You go, they apply for a job looking for 80 people and about 12,000 people will write it. There are people who have finished since 15 years ago. They will eat first before it gets to your turn. So if you're a fresh graduate now, imagine that until 15 or 14 years. Babylon manipulating the system to make sure the saints cry. But there is a way, there is a spirit in man. Listen to me carefully. The employment in any nation is private sector driven. There is no nation that the government handles their employment. No. Government has only limited parastatal. Are you getting what I'm saying now? And because they are working on cutting costs, usually they will make sure that as much as possible they cut cost. The employment rate in any nation is private sector driven. That means the more businesses you have, the more entrepreneurs you have, then they can be able to absorb people. Unfortunately, technology and information has replaced men. There is no reason why I should employ 1,000 people when I can employ 5 people and 5 computers. 737 of GT Bank alone made sure it blessed people, one of their most successful products. But with that, many people may never get a job again because it was very efficient. Every businessman does business for profit. I hope you know bank is business. Bank is not government property, it's somebody's business. Look at graduates now, all around. There is nothing because there is a system. And please listen to what I'm saying. Because when a father does not have something that brings resources and mother does not have something that brings resources, they will both suffer and the children will suffer. Listen for the sake of your children, my brothers and my sisters. Don't listen just for yourself. Let us rid ourselves of this selfishness. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take very long before your child comes, and then the reality will dawn on you. And while that is happening, Satan is manipulating the economy to make sure the prices of things go high. It's a double-edged sword, so that whatever direction you come from, you will be attacked. Listen, the average salary within this system is not more than 20 to 30,000. Listen carefully. Am I telling the truth? There are only few places that can employ people in Zaria. Let me use Zaria. I'm talking to the whole world, but please permit my bias. Let me just address my people a little bit. The average salary is 20 to 30,000. Anything more than that is until you have any federal government thing. And we know, no matter how careful you are in this life, 20 to 30,000 will not do you anything. No matter how stingy and greedy and even wicked, 20,000 will not be enough. Even if you are a thief, you will need more than that to steal. Calculate the amount to buy weapons, dress, And it's more than that already. So no matter how you go around it, you are still in trouble by default. Now watch this. So you have a family of 10 people. How many people? Minus father or mother. And then one person out of the 6 graduates now manages to get a job of 20,000. And everybody saying, oh yeah, now that God has blessed you, we were there for you. 20,000 divided by 10. So why won't your prayer life be affected? Why will you be able to pray? Where will you get the resources to marry? No, not marry. Watch this. Where will you get the resources to marry? I'm being sincere with you. Marriage in Nigeria at any level is not cheap. Are we together now? Don't blackmail any territory. Marriage everywhere today is not cheap. You want to marry, you are discouraged yourself, the wife is discouraged herself, your destiny is hanging in the balance because nothing remember, you are born again. Remember, you are filled with the Spirit of God, and Satan says, exactly, this is how I want to manipulate the economy. Please listen, my brothers and sisters. I'm telling you this thing to bail you out so that you will have time. By the time this happens, members are not able to bring offerings, not able to bring tithe, and that means that projects cannot be executed, and the man of God himself is stranded. So he has to invent another ungodly way. Are you getting it now? By manipulation. Remember, he didn't plan to be bad. The pressure, the rent on the auditorium, the rent on all of this, there are bills to pay, TV ministry, and he has to invent another theology that can supply. The solution, and I speak to you by the spirit of prophecy, is creativity. Listen to me. Creativity and innovation. There is a spirit in man. My brothers and sisters, there is a spirit in man. There are men and women that must arise. Let us not pray in tongues for nothing. We are not just praying in tongues to throw one another on the ground. The world does not understand that language. The language that conquers Babylon is bringing something that dumbfounds principalities and powers. Even Paul got to a place where it was his being a Pharisee, his exceptional quality of knowledge, that bailed him out. Right now, everybody laughs at the church because it looks like the church is a place for daft people and idiots, people who don't have any brain. Is that true? The spirit of revival is not only the spirit of prayer. The spirit of revival is not only the spirit of fasting. The spirit of revival is the grace for witty inventions, uncommon manifestations of the hand of God.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button to know when we upload more videos.